everybody, welcome to my studio, located in Chipping Norton in the southwest of Sydney. Just finished up a beading and crochet day that I do regularly with all my regular ladies. The place is a little bit of a mess now, but I am doing a mock setup for my pottery stall that I'm having at the Sydney Artisans Market at Marrickville this weekend. 100 Marrickville Road, Fraser Park, Marrickville, it's Fraser Park. It's part of the Sydney Portugal Football Club. Huge, beautiful area there, under trees. There'll be lots of food trucks, coffee, beautiful stalls, about 60, I believe, and it's all indoors. The food trucks are all outside with plenty of seating, plenty of parking. So yeah, it's going to be a great weekend. The weather's looking okay. It was looking better at the beginning of the week, but now they're saying 1 mil of rain, which is nothing. But yeah, it's winter here in Sydney. It's cold, so hopefully there's a little bit of sun for, to sit out on the tables and chairs there and enjoy some food and coffee, and have a browse through the stalls there. So please come and visit us. I'm doing a buddy stall with my friend Carmel, who is manning our hand-dyed yarn. So she's going to be on one side of the corner, and then I'm going to be on the other side of the corner with my pottery. So we're going to have a fantastic weekend together. We have so much fun when we work together. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. So I'm going to have you with me to set up the mock table. But excitingly, I have the last glaze fire kiln unload to do. So there's a couple of nice pieces in there. There's a couple of experimental pieces, which I always tend to do just before a market, because I think that's when you're just most creatively driven and inspired to think up new ideas and to try new glazes. And it's like, this is not the time to test new glaze combinations, but you do it. And so you're going to see with me now what it's like. So let's go there now and unload the kiln. So here we are, last glaze fire kiln unloading before I can then figure out where everything is going to go on the table. So I'm hoping that some of this stuff in here has worked. You already saw the top bowl. It looks gorgeous. It's part of what I'm calling my little lace collection, because it's all the stuff that I did with the vintage doilies that I've bought at various op shops on our travels. So yeah, it's come out beautiful. So that is Amaco snow, so it didn't cover up the lace detail, so that's beautiful. And you can see I've got better lighting now, so it looks so much better. So in my last YouTube video, and I've done kiln unloads and I haven't posted them because the lighting and everything was so terrible. So yeah, much better. Can see that. And there's oyster white speckle around the rim. I just carefully paint it around the edges of the texture, and then I rub back the rim because I love the color of the clay. I just love that natural clay. So this is the buff stoneware speckle from Blackwattle Pottery in Ingleburn. My favorite clay to throw with, as well as their fine white stoneware, but also to hand build with. Absolutely beautiful. So easy to roll out slabs, nice and smooth, subtle little speckle, beautiful biscuity color, which I just love at Cone 5. So yeah, gorgeous. I love that, the ripply shape. And yeah, so see how that goes. Cone, I was a little bit worried about the cone on this firing because I had it up really high and I couldn't see it through my peephole. I'm a bit of a cheapskate and I only use one cone. So yeah, I think they're just too expensive. So one cone is enough for me to just see through the peephole when the kiln is getting to the time and temperature that I know that my controller does. And that's when I know to shut it off, when I see it curling down. But of course, because of continuing heat work, even though I've turned the kiln off, it does continue to bend the cone. And as you can see, that's well past a cone 5, which is what I like. If this is the theory in my head, this is technically a cone 6 because of how much it's bent, because if there was a cone 6 next to this, it probably would be at that target shape, which is just 90 degrees, I believe, or 45 degrees, whatever it is, 90 degrees. But the thing is to stop the kiln and get it right on that cone 6 to be bent at the right point is too hard. I prefer to use a cone 5 and see that it's starting to bend, and that way by the time it's bent all the way down and shut off, yes, it's going past the cone 5 and it's well and truly bent, and I know that it's reached close to cone 6 and I haven't gone over cone 6, which I don't need to because it's a waste of time and electricity, and the glazes don't need to go past cone 6. But if it's gone past cone 5, I'm happy. Does that make sense? It's easier for me to know when to turn off the kiln by looking at the shape of the cone 5 than trying to get the cone 6 right. That's basically my theory, my point. Anyway, so that's how it looks. So you can see it's well and truly bent over, because that's not a self-supporting cone. I use a jiggy. This one's broken, but it doesn't matter. It just holds the one in the right position so I know what to look for. Enough about technical stuff. Ooh, okay. Okay. Yeah, these came out cool. Oh, they came out cool. Okay. Beautiful. So what I did is I still am a pretty new thrower. I can't get them really big. I can't get them really tall yet, but I'm happy with this size. So there we go. It's got the bend with a little hole for the straw. Ordered some glass straws from Amazon. And yeah, there's a little bit of a sharp bit there, so I'm going to fix that up. But that's the oyster white speckle on the inside. And I did a beautiful little drippy arrangement of Mayco's pink opal, a little bit of Mayco's green opal, but I was worried that it wasn't going to be enough, and I'm right. It faded a little bit too much, but you can see there's a touch of green, and then Mayco's Norse blue. So I did the 3 layers, but they were over the top of a thick band of Amaco's Flux Blossom to make those 3 colours run. But because then I felt like I wanted it to make sure that it was really nice and drippy, I put a thick little globby band of Mayco's Light Flux over the edge. And that served a double purpose as well, because I wanted the edge to be white. So it didn't have a messy pink edge. The pink also ran all the way from the top. So that's run the perfect amount. Look how adorable that is. Oh, I hope you can see that clearly. I'm so happy with these. Nice flat bottoms, nice and smooth. I'll give those a sand so they've got nice smooth bottoms. Extremely happy. So there's a second one. Aren't they just adorable? I love these. So these are little, yeah, I was thinking water cups for your office desk, for home, for your bedside table. If you've got a friend over, little matching pair of cups with a little glass straw. I'll pop them in later to show you. But yeah, thrilled with those. There's a third one here, but it's part of a set. Okay. this is my little beach combination. So I did Marigold Celadon by Amaco. Then I did a thick band of honey flux around here. Then I did the Celadon Bloom, really, really thick, making sure that all those white crystals were all I sort of was a bit careful about where I placed all those little white crystals as I was brushing the glaze on. And then to deepen that beautiful turquoise color that Celadon Bloom has, I put 2 coats of Blackwattle's Ocean along the top, and it has come out absolutely stunning. I love the bright yellow for the sand. Nat from Mud Magic uses birch, and I do have birch, but I find the birch on my clay, I think it's because it's this is the white cup, but on my buff, the birch comes out a bit brown, and I just wanted a bit of a happy yellow color. So that's why I tried out the Marigold Celadon, and I'm super happy with that. So yeah, beautiful. So that'll go with a nice clear glass straw, oyster white speckle on the inside. So yeah, another one of those. Happy, happy, happy. Oh, let's stay with the cups, because this is, oh my goodness, this could not have come out any more perfect. This is the good old Iron Luster, Smoky Merlot, and then a crap ton, yes, that's a technical term, of oatmeal on the top. Have a look at the deep purples and blues that have come out there. So the Iron Luster, it's a bit, it's more brown on the bottom because I painted it a bit thinner just for the base. But it's a nice dark chocolatey brown along the bottom there. But the Smoky Merlot, wow. And you look at that any more and it would have stuck to the shelf. But yeah, awesome. Happy with that one. And then, oh, there's a little bit of schmutz in there. Hang on, let me get the little schmutz out. Is that all schmutz? No, it's all gone. Look at that, how pretty and soft and delicate. So this is Cirrus Flow, inside and out, 3 coats. Mayco's Jungle Gems Seafoam. I didn't know that you could use the Jungle Gems at a higher temperature. I'd only been using them at cone 06, which is like 1,000 degrees. So I was doing things like earrings and small trinket dishes that didn't need a high temperature. It was actually Nat as well at Mud Magic who was mixing in the Jungle Gems with cone 5 and cone 6 work. So I went, okay, let's do it. So I did do a couple of little trinket dishes that came out amazing. And yeah, absolutely stunning. So I did thick sea foam and then a thick just rim blobby edge of river birch, just to make it all run down nice. And I'm glad it didn't run down too far, because sometimes a river birch can look a little bit dirty with all the brown, but that's just perfect. So that's a nice oceany bowl, like the water flowing in. How gorgeous. Love that. So that's a nice bowl for a say some noodles, or yeah, a small side salad, or whatever you want. Small fruit bowl. Yeah, I'm absolutely thrilled with all these pieces so far. And I find that, you know, obviously with pottery you get a little bit better every time, because I'm also getting to know how my glazes behave, and that's really what it is. That's really what it's all about. It's just knowing how your glazes behave in your own kiln, because they can work one way for someone and then you do it and it's crap. So yeah. My third little, oh, what is that? A green spot there. My third little water cup. Oh, golly, That is so cute. Oh, I'm so thrilled with those. And so this is I did a set. I thought I would do it as a set because one of the things I struggle with is what to decide to glaze everything. So this is a ramen bowl that I made. It's got a little dip on each side for chopsticks. And oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Look at the drippage. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy. So that's, again, marigold, some honey flux, which the honey flux probably over the marigold could have been a little bit thicker because you can't, I can see it because I know it's there. Yeah. So maybe just up the honey flux a little. See, over this side here, you can see more of the honey flux. So more like the sand, I think you could say, but I mean, the yellow does represent the sand. And then Celadon Bloom with carefully placed crystals. Oh, for the white foam. And then Ocean by Blackwattle Pottery on the top rim. Even the handle, look how the handle, oh, isn't that beautiful? So I did it as a 3-piece set, not that I'm selling it as a set, but I just thought if someone wants matching pieces, so I've got a teacup or a coffee cup, the ramen bowl, and the drink cup, which will have the glass straw in it. So look at that, gorgeous. I'm so happy. Good. Yes, 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 yes. Now, ooh, this has got a little bit of a funny story behind it. Needs a little bit of sand, that's all right. This is a yarn bowl. So this is Flux Blossom with Amaryllis over the top. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that pink color. And Flux Blossom just on the little crochet textured heart there. So it's got the 2 holes for your crochet hooks or kneading needles and the little slot for your yarn. So your yarn bowl sits inside and tumbles around as you're working. Absolutely gorgeous. So the funny story with this was it's a refire because I pulled it out of the kiln a few days ago and I went, oh my God, it's perfect, it's perfect. What happened to the inside? I had forgotten to brush in the liner glaze on the inside. I left it bare. But because it looked matte white and the glaze it looks like just a powdery matte white, I didn't even see it. So even with my new glasses on. So anyway, it just got the inside reglazed, and of course once it was glazed, the amaryllis was able to drip down onto the glaze because it actually just stayed still. It didn't run at all because there was no glaze for it to flow with. So yeah, that was quite funny. But I actually like the amaryllis better the second time round. And it's dripped further, which is obvious because the crystals were already halfway down. So luckily it didn't go too far because I could have lost it, could have gotten stuck to the shelf. And generally with me, when stuff sticks to the shelf, it just ruins the whole bottom. I haven't tried cookies yet. I should try cookies, but anyway. Last shelf, so it's a quick one. I'm just talking too much today because I'm excited. Let's have a look. Ooh, last shelf is definitely a quickie because it's just one big bowl and a soap dish. So this little dish is just a little refire because it's Deep Sienna Speckle by Amaco. And Deep Sienna Speckle on its own is just, it can look a little bit baby poo green, a little bit too brown. So I added some, oh my goodness, Emerald Falls to the tips to give the Monstera leaf some texture. So this is one of many. I've made heaps in all different green and brown combinations. I absolutely love them because they just make the perfect soap dish because the natural lines of the thing, it's almost like that's the drainage hole for the soap bar, so the soap bar just fits perfectly in there. So they are awesome soap dishes. So yeah, that's my and the cutter that I used to make this shape, my son did it on his 3D printer. So that was, it's just, yeah, it's just a little collaboration. It's just, I love it. And now for the final bowl, another beautiful lace piece. This one is a more flat bowl, nice wavy edge, irregular. Look at that. So this is more like a serving bowl. Again, Amaco snow over the doily. Look at the detail in the doily, so pretty. With oyster white speckle, my favourite Cesco glaze, and rub back on my favourite clay, buff stoneware speckle by Blackwattle. Beautiful. So yeah, there we go. You can see the difference in the two doilies. Lovely, beautiful. Well, thanks for joining me. I shall pretty close to how I think I'm going to have it on the day. Oh, that's a spare. Necklaces, standing crosses, trinket dishes and soap dishes, more soap dishes, hanging crosses, ring dishes and trinket dishes. My little ceramic earrings, which there is lots more, I just haven't popped them on the card yet. My lace series, cute salad bowl there. My little It Takes a Village house set, which I'm really stoked with these. They're just so cute. Look at those little cars. Some mozzie coil holders, which are a new thing for me. I've been sort of doing a bit of trial and error with those. The hanging mozzie coil holders, so you can hang them under your patio or wherever you need the mozzie coils. Little herb garden markers, a couple more trinket dishes, and then the actual stand that's in the center of the table is holding some cup and bowl sets. my spoons, spoon rests, and then right on the top shelf we've got the glass straw glazed water cups, some kookaburra, the kookaburra cup, and the ocean little set that I just pulled out of the kiln this afternoon. Just going to put some little chopsticks on there to make it, to complete the look. So yeah, I'm not sure if I've got enough stuff. I probably don't. I'd be chuffed to sell some stuff. So yeah, we'll see how we go. It's a bit hard to really see what it's going to look like with a small angle like this, but yeah, we really hope that you can come over to Marrickville and join us.